And
Ain't
speaking of
nobody trying to
which,
watch fucking Jericho and Triple H anymore, man.
speaking of which, Dave Meltzer rated All Out better and higher rated than WrestleMania 17 and 40.
Did he actually? No way.
He did.
How? Like, what do you mean? Like every match was rated better?
Yeah, just overall, when you take the
The
rating
aggregate, I guess.
that he gave to the card and the pay-per-view,
The one we
better
just watched, like not the Wembley one, like this
this
one.
one that just passed, yes. It's rated higher than WrestleMania 40 and 17.
This is the thing. I respect Dave Meltzer. I actually do. I respect him more than the average person does, and I get why people don't respect him because like he has done a lot for wrestling journalism. But he's such a mark, bro. When it comes to the wrestling he likes, he's such a fucking mark. He's so easily impressed by the stupidest shit, man. It's actually stupid.
I don't know how he became this way. I feel like
That's the thing. How does the man who started watching wrestling in the 70s and 80s fucking started coming everywhere for this shit? What the?
it had to have started, I feel like 2017, 18. Because when I started watching again, I used to think that Dave Meltzer, like, he was a pretty good rater of matches where my boy told me about him because I never heard about him until I started watching again in 2013. And then he was like, yeah, just go based off his ratings. It's probably going to be a banger if it's 4 or more stars.
Which is fair.
And
That's
it was a good rating. Like if you watched the Dave Meltzer 4 or 5 star rated match, it was actually good. That's how I found out about Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks and all these PWG guys and stuff like that. And then somewhere along the lines,
he started tweaking, bro.
Yeah,
he started tweaking.
Started going
Every
crazy.
week, fucking 6-star match, 5-star match. What, bro? What? I just think that's you know what the problem with Dave Meltzer is. I listened to this one podcast and they really explained it well. I think what it is to him he looks at it in like such a, for lack of a better term, autistic way, right? Where it's like he looks at it as like, oh, in this match, because they were able to accomplish more crazy stunts and feats, it's better than this match where they only punch kick. Fuck the crowd reaction. Fuck this. Everything is just like, oh, they push the envelope or they push the limits of what the human body can do. Oh, they did this spot that couldn't be done 10 years ago. It's like, to him, it's everything just like, it's like a robot, bro. It's like, oh, +5, they did this move. Oh, they did this move. Oh, wow, they did this move. I haven't seen this in 10 years. Like, he looks at it such a weird way. It's not like there's no emotion. I think that's what it is. I don't think he has any emotion to the fucking wrestling he watches.
Yeah, he just sits there and goes, and then just like writes there. And I feel like Kenny Omega is the main reason you got to blame this, because Kenny Omega was doing some of the craziest spots at the time where nobody in the WWE was even coming close to what he was doing.
And then that led to everyone else feeling the need to do it and to do it and abuse it. Yeah.
New Japan literally turned into Kenny Omega cosplay basically after a while.
Bro, the amount of like, sorry, go on, Banks.
No, go ahead, Jim.
I'm just saying, if you ever watch those Omega and Okada matches, the amount of shit they're doing, like, I'm not trying to be a boomer, but like the amount of shit they do and they just get up like nothing happened, it's actually becomes pretty funny after a while. Like it does.
Yeah, they took away. I'll say this about these 3 people, and they all, from New Japan. Because Kenny Omega, same thing as what Manny said. I heard about him in 2017 because of Dave Meltzer. With Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay, and then Okada, they're underground kings. It's just now they got signed mainstream in the past 4 or 5 years. So now it's like everybody is starting to know who they are. But in that 2016, 2017, when I've been watching New Japan so legit, but since around that time I was really active with it, they were considered underground kings. So for them, when they start getting that mainstream buzz, even though they was underground, that's when everybody, like you just said, and then Lucha Underground too. We got to remember Lucha Underground turned it up to where it is now. So it's like, and XPW, the GCWs, etc. It made it as if, all right, you don't really need to sell that much, because that's the main thing that's missing from pro wrestling, especially AEW. Nobody sells. It's just high spot after high spot after high spot. Now, this is coming from a guy that watched Bob Backlund matches, so don't take my word from it. I watch matches like that, but still,
he was there when he won the belt.
He was at the Garden. He's at the Garden.
He was at
He was at the
Garden.
Garden when Diesel beat him on a fucking house show.
Listen, I'm from the old school, y'all. I'm about to sound like Steve Harvey. Like I watch Luke Dez matches. All right, so don't listen to me when it comes to pro
You
wrestling.
seen him do the first press?
This guy was there when Bruno lost in the Garden, and they all started crying and shit.
Before they call it the gorilla press, they call it the coon press.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, they called it the what?
Yo, I was just listen. Just shout out to
That's what they called it.
the swerve press is crazy. That's actually insane. But you know what? Times like this just makes me appreciate Seth Rollins for every time he shitted on. But I'm saying for every time he shitted on Will Ospreay, when for whatever reason.
How much difference is Seth Rollins? He's just the fucking WWE's typical robot. Like realistically, how different is he?
Let's talk about it. I like this guy. Let's talk about it.
How different is he? He has the same style. It's the same routine every time. The sterilized, which is it's fine. It works. But how different is he? Really think about it. It's the same fucking moves, same fucking facial expressions. He has, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like I respect Seth Rollins, but like he's just the prototypical version, the safer version of those other guys.
Let's talk about it.
He's the equivalent. He's the Japanese version of the Miz.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You had to say that about the Miz, bro.
Manny, am I lying? Be honest with me. Be real.
Nah, I'm not gonna hold you. Listen. People love Seth Rollins. I've fallen off the Seth Rollins love train, mostly because I have to agree with you where it does feel like I'm getting the same Seth Rollins match every time. He's not gonna hit that fucking.
Watch 2018 Seth Rollins and watch 2019 and then watch him now. Every now and then, sure, do some cool shit, but like it's the same exact shit, and it's fine. It works. That's what they want, right? That's what the WWE wants. That's what the fans want. But it's just weird to me where it's like, oh, Seth Rollins, such a great worker. It's like I'm sure he is, but he's not showing it because they're not letting him show it.
Yeah.
But he could. Remember, he got the knee problems and the back problems.
For sure.
That's on him though. No, so. I'm not. If you come back early, because nobody thought that Seth Rollins would come back, and for whatever reason, he came back on like 2 months' notice, where we knew that he had a messed up back, messed up knee, messed up everything.
Yeah, there was no need, bro.
And then he does the match, and then a couple weeks later, he's like, "All right, guys, I'm out."
I have a question for you. Do you guys think Seth Rollins has charisma as a wrestler?
Yes, I because you have to compare it to other wrestlers. If you compare Seth Rollins to most wrestlers, you're gonna walk away thinking that he's probably better talking, wrestling, and with the whole package. Pause. He's a better all around wrestler than most.
Listening to the Black Announce Table.
I like your guys' style.